Hello YouTube, welcome back to ThrustVector Gaming, and today I'm starting off a Kerbal Space Program series. And it has been a while since I made more of a space or science related video, so I thought that why not start playing Kerbal Space Program. Sorry for the stuttering there. And yeah, we're gonna start off a new game here. I'm gonna call it, I don't know, I think this is the name for the company, or what you like to call it. So I'm gonna name it like TVG for ThrustVector Gaming and Space Agency, like that, yeah. And I'm not gonna actually go with a career mode here. I want to get down and dirty real quick, so I'm gonna actually go with the sandbox mode. I have access to everything from start. The thing is, as I said, I want to get going quick, and gonna select a flag here as well. Let's see. Gonna go with the let's see here, just gonna go with the Kerbin one or these orbs. Let's see, yeah, I'm gonna go with the orbs there. As I said, sandbox mode. That doesn't mean that I'm just gonna like play around and stuff. I'm actually thinking of setting up a couple of fictional missions for myself. I mean, it's not like in the career mode where you get missions deployed to you or assigned to you. I'm just gonna come up with random missions, and as you can see here, I got a couple of dialog boxes. I have some mods installed. I will provide a mods list here in the description of the video, but some of the more common mods here is I got RemoteTech installed, I got Ferram Areospace. What else do I got? The TAC Life Support, the transfer window, planner, the Kerbal alarm clock system, yeah, and a couple of others as well. I got also some graphical enhancement mods, but yeah, you find the complete mod list in the description of this video. And if I ever add some more mods in the future, I will update the list here on this video. So let's see, these presets here, we're just gonna leave them as there is. I think they're good. And oh, as well, I have the Kerbal operating system, scripting language. Not gonna use it today, but maybe in future videos. I'm gonna have the RemoteTech connectivity manager. I think that's the right decision anyway. But we're gonna get down here directly. We're gonna go into the VAB, and we're gonna build ourselves a spaceship. Today it's just all about getting into space, maybe do one way around, or one orbit around the planet here, the Kerbin planet, and then get ourselves back home. So I'm gonna start out here with a Mark 1 command pod, and I'm gonna leave it here for now. Here are also some other mods, but this is the Kerbal Engineer Redux mod. Gives you a lot of good information while you're building. Thrust to weight ratio and delta V, for example. Very good to have. Also have MechJeb installed, and yeah, I have MechJeb for all command pods enabled. I won't use it today. I will fly this pretty much manual with the built-in SAS system, but the stability control. Other than that, yeah. So a command pod, and we're gonna put on a parachute directly here. Parachute, let's see, we have the Mark 16 parachute. Yeah, that will be great, I believe. Below that we want the coupler. See, we have the, oh, actually I didn't notice that. Maybe if I should parachute, okay, you get into the right corresponding menu here. So I got into the utility, I believe. No, actually no. This one is in the utility tab, but searching for parachute also gives me the decoupler, so that's an interesting thing. Yeah, we're gonna use the TR18A stack decoupler here anyway. Put that one on like that. And now we're starting to build out the rocket panel here. I'm actually gonna add some fuel tanks. We're gonna have a large fuel tank here with, or actually, I think I'm gonna go with a smaller one, like the 400 is good. Has good amount of liquid fuel, oxidizer, stuff like that. As you can see here as well, another mod that I actually have installed, it's the TweakScale or Scale Tweaker. Not sure of the exact name right now. So I can tweak parts that I want into any scale. I'm not bound to, like, these tanks are huge, but I can actually attach it here and then scale it down if I want a tank that looks, well, good. But I'm actually gonna go with the standard T18 or the T800 tank here. No, we wasn't going to go with that tank. We were going with the T400. Like so. Under that we want an engine, and this stage here, the upper stage, is probably, I'm not gonna search for it. It's gonna operate in vacuum, in space. So we need a good engine for space operations. Let's see here. This one is quite powerful in vacuum. 240 kilonewtons of thrust. I don't know, maybe that's a little bit too much. I'm actually gonna go with this one. I don't think we need very much of power up there. Just to, I mean, this stage will mainly operate maybe flattening out the, or completing the orbit, or maybe just yeah, it will flatten out the orbit, or just be for when we're gonna come back down to Kerbal again. So yeah, under that we're gonna have another stack decoupler, the T15A, TR15A. Not 15, 18, yep, never mind. And then we're gonna have some more fuel tanks here, and now we're gonna go with the T800 tanks here. I'm gonna add in 2 of those. And as we can see here, stage 2, which is this one, has a low thrust to weight ratio here, but that's not really, that is actually in atmospheric mode. In vacuum we have 1.6, it's really good. I'm gonna flip back into atmospheric mode because this stage, on the other hand, stage 4 will be then. Yeah, that one will actually be operating in the atmosphere. Let's see, engines. Yeah, we were there. Engines. I want something with good thrust here. Actually gonna go with the, this one has very good thrust, both in atmosphere and outside the atmosphere, in the vacuum of space. So we're gonna take that one and add it onto here like that. We have a thrust to weight ratio of 1.49. That's actually very, very, very good. I think we're actually gonna make it in space with just this setup, but I had kind of planned out to build some kind of boosters on the side as well. Maybe we're gonna go with liquid fuel tanks then, yeah. So, is it in the structural tab? No, it's not. Utility. Yeah, we're gonna search for decouplers once more. Here, a radial decoupler. And I'm gonna press X on the keyboard to enable symmetry mode. And toggle snap is already enabled. Don't remember which key is for the toggle snap, but yeah. It is on anyway, and I want it to be on. I'm gonna put the couplers here, and then we're gonna go into the fuel tanks again. So let's see, fuel tanks. Here we are, the T800 fuel tanks. Place them somewhere like that. Yeah, that looks great. Groot, not Groot. Good and great becomes Groot. Yeah. That looks good. So nose cone up on here, I believe. Cone and aerodynamic nose cone. Or should I go with a small nose cone? Maybe a small nose cone. It's too small, but I think it looks the part. So what happened now? Okay, put that one on and scale it up to 1.25. Yeah, that looks really great. Almost look like two torpedoes stuck to the Rocketeer, but yeah. Gonna add engines to this one as well. I don't think I'm gonna go with the LVT-30 here. I'm actually gonna go with the, let's see, go with the T45. It doesn't have as much thrust, but I mean we're at 1.49, so I think we're gonna be okay. But they have a gimbal feature. They have a gimbal feature that makes it so that I can steer really. And I'm not gonna just completely rely on body lift here when going through the atmosphere as well. So I'm actually gonna add in a couple of wings here as well. Let's see. We've built it this way. We're gonna roll it out onto the launch pad in just a couple of minutes. And we're gonna launch out towards the sea, like that way. So I'm actually gonna add the wing here. Let's see, wings. I know there's a really good one in here. Let's see. No. Here it is. The winglet. Okay, the AVR8 winglet. That's a good one. And I'm gonna press X once more to have triple symmetry. Add that one in here. So I have one there and two. Apparently not. Let's see. Try that once more. Press X and add. Okay, it goes into the fuel tank for some reason. That means this one's not completely in the right spot. Try to reattach it like so. And now it goes into that one. And what is going on here, guys? Okay, it's to the side once again. So try to reposition it once more like that. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That looks good. I have no actual idea what happens if this is the great if this wing configuration is good or not. I mean, this will be towards Kerbin when we're going upwards and starting to tilt over. I have no idea if it's better to have the wings configured in like a downwards Y shape, or if I actually should have flipped it over and have this one pointing more towards the planet and have this one pointing more towards space. But I'm gonna try with this configuration. I mean, what could happen? Mr. Astronaut in here would probably die, but yeah. So I think this is it actually. We're gonna take it onto the launch pad and just, oh yeah. I'm actually gonna add a, let's see here. Where can it be? Is it pipe? Yeah. External fuel duct. I will add that one onto here. See, and symmetry mode is enabled. 2x symmetry mode. I'm gonna do like this. So we're pumping fuel from these side tanks into the middle one. So when we're releasing the side tanks, we still have this tank full with fuel, and that's not supposed to happen. It has not connected to the tank. It is actually connected the tank to the winglet here, so I'll have to redo that. Won't look as much. It won't be as much realistic, or what should I say? I mean, pumping fuel from the top into the top. That seems like a stupid idea, but I don't think the game mechanics will complain. Let's just imagine that there is a internal pipe going down to the bottom here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, so now we have 1.29 thrust to weight ratio in this stage here, and wait a minute. That one should start at the same time as these ones. Holy shit. We got a 2.08 thrust to weight ratio. That's almost a bit too much, I believe. I will have to go with like 75% thrust, I believe, to not, I mean, break this apart on ascent. But yeah, I'm gonna name it. We're gonna name it. What shall we name it? I don't know. Skyrocket 1, maybe. I don't know. Skyrocket 1. Hopefully it will reach space. Hopefully. I think it will reach space. Unless it's breaking up in the atmosphere or anything. But if we're looking at the numbers here, yeah, we will reach space. So let's see, staging, very crucial. We're starting both engines, and when these tanks are empty, we are jettisoning them out from the rest of the rocket, and we're continuing our ascent with just this engine here, which is, yeah, this one down here, yeah. Then we are decoupling ourselves up here. We want to do that before this stage is entering, or before we're really entering space, so that it can fall back down into the atmosphere, burn up something. Then we're engaging the stage 2 engine here, or the first stage, I would say. I call this stage 0. The whole thing with the command module and everything, or the command pod. Yeah, we're gonna go into space. So let's see, save, I have saved, and launch. We're at the launch pad. We have the throttle at 50% at the moment. I'm gonna have this one up. Yes, I will. The orbital information, flight engineer. This is, as I said, from, I believe it's from the, yeah, flight engineer Redux is the mod's name, I believe. Or something like that. But yeah. As I said earlier, I will also have a complete mod list down in the description of this video. We're gonna go into space, so full throttle, enable SAS stability assist, and off we go. I'm gonna start to lean over almost immediately here into about 80 degrees or 10 degrees, how you like to look at things. And I'm gonna throttle down to 75%, that, and at about, I don't know, somewhere around here, I believe, I will actually press the prograde. So I'm gonna go with the prograde, try to do kind of a gravity turn. I know, I mean, it's guided by the prograde here and the SAS, so it's not a complete gravity turn, but yeah. Just gonna lower the throttle even more. Now it's time to ditch these ones, and we're gonna go full throttle, because this stage has way less thrust to weight ratio than the first one. Coming up here, gonna take up the map. We're open the map here. Have a look at it. We're gonna actually flip this one over into orbit mode, it will lower our angle of attack here even more, or actually the angle of attack is something completely else. Forget about that, but we're gonna aim lower. Actually gonna slow down here. I think we're gonna be good with about I don't know, 90% or 90 kilometers, 90,000 meters. So yeah, we're starting to get up into space here, and I'm gonna add a maneuver point here. We're gonna go with a large ring. See, got a apoapsis of 132. That's way too much. Let's see here. Somewhere there. 90 and 89. Yeah, that's perfect. That's gonna take us about a minute to complete. We need to change our delta V with a heck of a lot, so I'm actually gonna start as soon as possible. I don't know how long this liquid fuel will carry me. We actually ascended way too much. I mean, straight up. We should have gone much flatter, much quicker here. So I'm actually gonna start now, because I think we will burn through all our fuel here. I'm gonna keep a look here at the periapsis height as well. When that gets to about 0, if I have any fuel left in this stage, I will ditch it so that it will funnel back to Kerbal. The apoapsis height is at 91 and rising. Doesn't concern me too much, but yeah. Liquid fuel, we're coming down on liquid fuel. The periapsis height is rising. So we're gonna see which one's gonna come first. That one is at 2 now, so we're gonna ditch this stage and do the rest of the burn with this small stage here. And this is not a circular orbit, but we have a periapsis of 75 and an apoapsis of 137. Have to say that's good enough. We won't fall back as it is of now into to the atmosphere. We are officially in space, so the only thing left now is to get back home. We made it into space. We have a lot of fuel left. Let's see here. If my mind is not failing me, it was like C for camera. No, was it V? Yeah, there it is. Free camera, a whole lot better in my opinion. So let's see. There is mission control. The planet will rotate a little bit. I'm gonna do time warp and see here, because we want to do the burn somewhere around here to get ourselves as close as home as possible. So there is mission control. So somewhere in the realms of here, I believe. I'm gonna add a maneuver point, and let's see here. We want it to be down to, that's 9,000, is it? Yeah, that's a little bit too low. Raise it up to 26. I think that's good. 26 sounds good, and it will be right above mission control. So I will try it a bit to the side here. I think I want to hit, yeah, somewhere over there, because when we start to hitting the atmosphere here, we're gonna break quickly. So hopefully we'll drop down somewhere near mission control, really. I'm gonna warp to this maneuver node. Already breaking us in here, or stopping us. 3 minutes left, okay. Sure, why not? We're gonna go into the maneuver node here for the assist. So we're pointing in the right direction. Actually, no, we're just gonna go into retrograde. I just want to know when we need to do the braking here. So all somewhere around now, 18 seconds from now. So I'm gonna delete the maneuver node. We are in retrograde. So I'm gonna have the map open here and just eyeball our periapsis. Start throttle down a bit. We're getting down. And somewhere around 25, I believe, there. I think that's good. We are reaching the edge between atmosphere and space soon. I believe it is at 70k or 70,000 meters. So I'm gonna ditch this stage as well, let it fall back into the atmosphere. So press spacebar on the keyboard, leaving that to its own destiny, and we're gonna head down. So I'm gonna time warp a bit till we hit space, or not space, but atmosphere. Yep, here at 70k. And atmosphere is gonna start to, well, affect our pod here, so I don't think we need the SAS anymore. I'm gonna disable that one. The atmospheric drag will just keep this one stable as it is. Yes, I know it is dangerous to physics warp, but I don't care. I honestly believe that is something, that warning is something that's left from, I don't know, previous versions of Kerbal Space Program or something. I personally haven't ever experienced any bugs while time warping inside the atmosphere. If you are experiencing some problems, like the ship is shaking violently or breaking up, you haven't constructed a real good spaceship or a rocket. You need to add struts to it then. So I'm gonna time warp some more here. Beautiful picture there of the mun or moon, whatever you like to call it. I will call it the mun. I think that is the correct term, but yeah. Leave a comment below in the comment section otherwise, and tell me what you think. Is it mun? Is it moon? How do you pronounce it? Yeah. So we're coming down here. We get some cool effects there, and yeah, look at this planet shine and clouds. We got nice textures. I mean, these mods are just great. Gonna see here, it's just mainly heat for the moment. Don't have anything like that in here, no. Maybe that's another mod. I don't know. I have played a game before with a mod that, I mean, gave you heat values and stuff like that. Maybe it is Deadly Reentry. I don't have that one installed. But yeah, if you know what mod it is that gives you like heat readings and everything in here, please let me know. Which mod is that? Because I don't think it is vanilla game stuff. So, because I can't find it here in the list right now. Coming down, almost hitting 1 Gs now, and I think we're gonna get even higher soon. Gonna go into the parachute here actually and lower the opening altitude to, I don't know, maybe 400 meters. We're gonna kamikaze ourselves down towards the planet here. if we're looking at the map, we are actually... Ooh, I kind of eyeballed that pretty good. We're not going to land at the mission control, but somewhere in the realms of the west coast here of this continent. Maybe not the west coast of the continent, because that's up here, but on the west coast here anyway. So we're coming down. It's still unsafe to deploy the parachute. This one is red here. Will probably burn up by the heat and the fact that we are almost pulling 3 Gs here. We are coming down towards planet 18,000. I'm actually gonna time warp a bit more here. Now it's safe to open the parachute, so I will. Like so, parachute is open. It will give us some drag, I believe. Not much, but everything is always good. Every little thing counts. Coming down, and I set it to, was it 400? Yep, 400. So at about, I don't know, 1,000, I'm gonna stop the time warp here. This might be the only thing that is affected by the physics warp, that the parachute could actually be ripped off if you're time warping at the time when it deploys, but yeah. It's coming down and it starts to open up. Getting down to the surface, 8, 7, 6 meters per second. Stabilizes at 6 meters per second. We are 400 meters above sea level. Pretty flat here actually, that's good. And touchdown! Yeah, we have landed. Awesome. Awesome work. Yeah, we're gonna recover the vessel. And that's a successful first mission for us here. In the next video, I don't know, I haven't decided really yet what I want to do, but either I will go on a trip to the Mun. I will try to aim for maybe a free trajectory, free return trajectory. So we'll get into orbit around Kerbin. We will leave it and try to aim for somewhere on the frontier of the Mun. It will fling us back and back to Kerbin, and we can land. Either that, or I will start to build a satellite network here around Kerbin. Not sure really yet, but I have at least a week to think about it. So yeah, either that, or either a trip to the Mun, or putting up a satellite network. Or you could actually leave some comments below if you have a better challenge for me, what to do for next week. Until then, see ya.